Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dave's Top 3,000 Songs of the Rock Era. Today I'm up to song number 2188, and that one is Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. This one came out in 1982. Here's a picture of the single. And it was also released on Queen's 1982 album called Hot Space. And here's a picture of Freddie Mercury. He was the lead singer of Queen, shown on the left, along with David Bowie. That's the guy on the right. You guys are probably familiar with both of them. Both very famous singers and songwriters and musicians in general, I'd say. And, I was going to feature this one to karaoke. Unfortunately, it's a very, very difficult song to sing. I don't even know all the melody. Otherwise, I'd sing a pretty great song. But I will say I'm gonna start by featuring a sample of the song and reacting to it. So here it goes. Okay, that's the first verse of Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. I think it's a really good song. And, I remember when the video came out. I remember when the song and the video came out. And I was pretty blown away by it. Pardon the pun. I mean, if you watch the video, you'll know they show a lot of buildings being blown up. And they also show them in reverse, so the buildings kind of get reconstructed. But I think it's pretty clear what this song is about. It's about living under pressure. It's just about all the tremendous social pressure and stress we all have to live through. And what they're basically saying in the song is that the only thing that can really get us through all this is love. I think not just romantic love, but love for our fellow man. Because that's the only thing that really makes life worthwhile. And that might be considered a pretty extreme view, but I think there's some truth to that. I mean, I think we've all lived with a tremendous amount of stress. Just part of life. Say especially nowadays. I mean, I hate to get political here, but I've been having a very, very difficult time coping with our current president, who's really a dictator. I think that's put a lot of pressure on me, and I don't think I'm alone. But I've been coping. I've been doing pretty well. I don't have a girlfriend right now. I've got some good friends. And, I think I have love in my life, and I think that's what's keeping me going right now, or a big part of it. Anyway. So anyway, I guess that's everything I have to say about the song "Under Pressure." Maybe I should just mention a few other things about it. Actually, it was a number one hit in several countries. I think 4 or 5 countries, including the UK, which is where both Queen and David Bowie are from, as well as Canada. In the United States, it only went to number 29. I'm not sure why wasn't a bigger hit here. I don't know. Maybe Americans just didn't want to be reminded that we're living under a lot of pressure. Maybe we didn't think we were. I don't know. But anyway, what else can I say? It was covered later by an alternate rock group. I've never heard their version, but it was covered in 2006 by an American alternate rock group um, called My Chemical Romance and the Used. That only went to number 41. I've never heard that version. Maybe I should listen to it sometime. Another thing you guys probably know is that the song was sampled, at least the instrumental part was sampled in a number one song from 1990, a rap song by a very popular rap artist named Vanilla Ice. The song was called Ice Ice Baby. No relationship to ICE and the government. Thank God. But here's a picture of Vanilla Ice in case you're interested. I was never a fan of rap, and this song did not make my list, even though it went to number one. I don't have very many songs from the 90s, and I never cared for the song Ice Ice Baby. I thought that Vanilla Ice basically plagiarized the song, like a lot of other rap artists did in the 90s. There were a lot of songs, previous hits that were sampled in other rap songs. I never cared for that. Another example was You Can't Touch This by MC Hammer, which I believe was on another number one. And I know some other songs that were sampled included, I don't know the names of the rap songs, but I think I Want You Back by the Jackson 5, and there were some other ones like True by Spandau Ballet. There were several, but I don't want to go on anymore about that. I do really like the song Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. This is the only song I know, by the way, that was a collaboration of Queen and David Bowie. Maybe there were some others, I don't know. But I think they did a real good collaboration on this song. I know I already featured another song by David Bowie along with Mick Jagger, another pretty excellent song. That was their cover of Dancing in the Street. I don't remember the position of that one on my list. I think it was in the 2400 somewhere. Maybe I should just say one more thing before I get off of this. There are a few other songs about living under pressure, and I featured another really one I really liked is "Pressure" by Billy Joel. I featured that one right near the end of my list at number 2940. Um, Actually, I'm not really sure which song I like better. I love Billy Joel. It's not one of my favorites of the songs, but I still think it's a pretty excellent song. Pretty excellent video too. I think both Pressure, the videos of Pressure by Billy Joel as well as Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie, I think do a really good job kind of illustrating the pressures of real life. Anyway, I guess that's enough said about this song, Pressure. So thank you for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you next time. Bye.